Hi guys, so I will have to be driving this Ferrari today, and it was not the plan. I arrived at the Knockhill Racing Circuit super excited to drive two racing cars, one of which is this beauty over there. It's a legend car. It's a really fun racing car. I will show you more about it a little bit later. There were also some racing sort of rally Ford Fiestas. I think this time I actually got it right. It's a Ford Fiesta, and they were looking awesome, but I was not there for the rally experience. I was there for driving on the track. Alright, there's the podium, and now the most exciting time, walking through and seeing the pit lane for the first time. Of course, super exciting. And here it is, the first racing car that I was supposed to drive, the Legends car. And it looks like an old car, but it's actually not. It is basically a tube frame, sort of like one big roll cage with an engine from a motorbike. And on a video, it doesn't really show, but the car is tiny. Okay, you can see the engine over here, and sort of the size of the car brings us to why I can't drive it. I simply don't fit. I'm too big, my legs are too long, and I'm too tall, so my head hits the roll cage while I just sit on it. Well, here's the second car that I was supposed to be driving. It is a very nice Formula car. I was so disappointed I didn't even ask them about the details about the car, but it is some sort of Formula car that they have for these experiences, and I think that it has something around 100 horsepower, so it's quite similar to my Formula car. And of course, I was super curious to drive another Formula car. They are my favorite thing to drive, but I didn't fit. My legs are too long, they don't have adjustable pedals, so it's a one size, and I didn't fit, so I was just so sad. I mean, it's amazing to get a chance to drive a Ferrari, but you know, I kind of like race cars a little bit more than road cars. Well, the whole experience would either way start with driving this awesome Alpine A110, I think it is. And yeah, that was just like to get on the track. Of course, it was my first time on the track. It was my first time driving the Alpine, so I got out and I did sort of around 2 laps to see what's what, see the track, and try out a little bit, very calmly, this awesome Alpine. And there it was, my first ever corner on this track, so I was obviously taking it very easy, but it was a great fun. The Alpine, it's such a beautiful car.
Nice slight downshift to third. Yeah, the race experience shows.
The instructor, he was very nice to me. I had only 2 laps with it, so I can't really, I don't really have any opinion on how the car behaves, because obviously I didn't drive it on the limit. And it was also probably the most expensive car that I've ever driven, on track and maybe off track as well. So yeah, of course I have to be very careful. It's not a race car that is easy and kind of cheaper to fix. So it was a great experience. It seemed like it's a blast to drive if you can take it to the limit, but that would be for another day. As I finished the laps with the Alpine, I was getting ready for the Ferrari, and I was worried, because of course it's gonna be even more expensive than the Alpine, and you don't want to crash it, and that is why, of course, I'm gonna be driving it with an instructor next to me as well, and he's even gonna have a braking pedal to make sure that I don't go too crazy, and he will be using it.
Hold it on the brake hard, because it's going to try and roll away. I'm going to jump on the other side.
Awesome.
So we'll wait for the green light, and we're good to go. So nice and steady, up 1, keep it going, up again, stay in this gear for now.
Sure.
Get a feel for the car, a little bit of brake here. Wait for the cone, off, round we go, white line only, nice and steady, straight down, easy, easy. Learn the car, okay? Yeah, almost done good. A little bit of brake here. Don't use the curb, we've been told not to use that. You can use a little bit here.
And yeah, as you can see, the instructor was quite nervous with me from the very first corner. Well, I cannot be as wild as I'm normally in a car. It was, of course, it's amazing to drive a Ferrari. It's sort of something that it's incredible to get an opportunity to do such a thing, because it's not very achievable other than, of course, doing it through experiences like this. And considering the value of the car, obviously I wasn't allowed to push it very hard and take it to the limit.
One more, keep on the brake, wait for that cone, off turn. Tighten a little bit, smooth, use all over track on the left side, foot to floor. Keep revving, keep going, keep going, keep going, up. Up, shit, listen, up. On the brakes, down one, stay in this gear, too far left. You don't have to be careful, okay, you're nearly on the grass there, right?
Okay.
Back to the left, a little bit of brake, down one, wait for the cone, round, nice and steady, tighten a little bit, looking for the next one, wait for that cone, nice and steady, white line past this one, hold your speed, blue and white coming in, back that way, nice and steady, easy, now you can, up, rolling, nice and steady, tighten a little bit, good, straight down the middle, nice and easy. See that extra pump of gas, you don't need to do that. On the brake, down one, because all it means to do is have to brake, okay?
Okay.
Up to the next one, nice and steady. Hold your speed there. Tighten up a little bit. Hold your speed. Hold your speed. Don't accelerate yet. Not listening. Not listening. Up. I'm telling you to hold your speed. You're accelerating, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Down one. It's quite important because we're going to go off if we don't. Wait for the cone. Round we go. Smooth on the power. Move to the right a second. We'll let the car pass. Over this way. We'll let the car pass. You need to listen to me on the power, okay?
Okay.
So I understand how this car works. Back with the power. You can go faster, but just don't accelerate hard. Because all you did last time was pump the pedal, had to brake mid-corner.
Okay.
Just listen to me, I'll talk you through it. You're doing good.
Okay.
You're actually a good driver. Alright, wait for the cone, white light here. Straight up the middle, hold the speed there. Blue and white coming in. Straight over now, smooth back. Back on the power now, foot down. Keep going, and again. And sorry to tell you, but we're heading back in the pits.
Oh. Okay.
So keep to the left side as we come out here.
Okay.
That was good.
Thank you.
Have you done stuff before?
A little bit, yeah.
I can tell. Enjoy that?
Oh, it was great.
Come down one gear. Keep going straight for now. Keep straight to steer on, just turn the key off at the side.
Oh, okay.
Relax.
Wow.
Well
Cool.
done, mate.
Thank you.
Really good. I'm going to do your scorecard now, okay? Very good though, well done. So, anything above 70 is really good, and you got a 77. Very well done.
Okay, that's good.
You drove well to my instruction, nice smooth steering, throttle control, good confident braking, consistent with good lines. I've obviously ran out of space. You showed great car control. Anything I asked you to do, you did. I have to tell you stuff, so you did well with that. So thank you.
Thank you.
You did good.
It was great.
This is for you.
And there was that. I got out of the Ferrari, and of course I was super excited. I couldn't drive it very fast or even take the engine to the rev limiter and actually feel the power, but it was amazing, and maybe one day I'll be able to take it to the limit. But that was not it, because I also had a passenger lap in BMW M4, and now you will see how slow I was actually going with that Ferrari, because when you take the car to the limit, it looks very, very different. And yeah, it was pretty great, this passenger lap.
Right then, on we go. towards the chicane, a light brake, we're going to thread the eye of a needle and all the way through and out to the curb on the left. We'll have another gear, we're going to drop the nose down, all about exit speed here. So lovely smooth exit, that's 70 miles an hour, 80, 90 and 100 and still most of the straight to go. We're going to get on the brakes, down the gearbox into the hairpin, very, very slow entrance, square it all off, and then we can have another gear and continue on our way. There we go. Obviously up over the top of the hill, this thing jumps its way over the top, all the way down into turn 1, 130 before I brake, it dances its way in. There we go. You can see why the mechanics hate it when I drive this car. Into the apex, flying the hill, rear begins to complain.
Yeah, it was really, really awesome to drive with, I think the guy was actually touring car champion or something, so he was, obviously, he was driving very fast. It was pretty great, and that was pretty much that. These laps were so quick that before I even had much of a chance to realize what's going on, it was over, which was a shame. It was an amazing day. He finished it off with a with a drift on the exit. So in the end, I didn't get to drive the cars that I really wanted to drive. I really loved driving race cars, but there was something maybe even more iconic in a way. I drove a Ferrari on track, which of course was a great experience, and I'm very thankful to the Knockhill Racing Circuit for them, you know, doing experiences like this, and for regular people to just be able to come and drive, you know, a racing car or a really, really fast supercar. Very fast, still not on the limit, but of course very fast. Have fun, and I will see you in the next video.